This video comes to you from Gongaii Games, your source for Star Wars Destiny singles, sealed product, and tons of other great games. Check them out at gongaii.com. Use discount code COMMANDO10 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dice Commando for round 3 today from Gongaii Games. On our left we have David playing Vader, Jawa, and Retribution on Theed Palace. On our right we have Andrew, who we saw in the last round, playing Han, Biggs, Falcon. So roll-off is 6 to 7. So David will of course choose his Theed, because he wants that dollar to start. It's rarely worth that 2 shields. Andrew will then put the 2 shields on Biggs. And let's get started. David will probably open with the power action. Yep, that's what he's going to do. No, not so fast, Andrew. He's got the Jawa. There we go. So he'll pay the 3 now for the Maul Saber. It's a pretty good start. Right now, Andrew can activate Han. Oh, he actually friends in low places. So we see a Stifle, a Hidden Motive, a Legacies, and an Unyielding. So that's really threatening, actually, with that Maul Saber. So what that card does, it allows you to resolve a modified side as if it was not modified. But Andrew gets rid of the Motive. Alright, so here comes Big Daddy. A +3, a 3, and a $2. Somebody's going to take 6 right off the bat. So Han rolls in with the indirect, or with his special and a money. So Andrew has the money he needs. So 6 go into Biggs. He'll take a net 4 with those 2 shields. Alright, Andrew will resolve the Han special. Deals 2 indirect, which will clearly go on the Jawa. Andrew shows a drop in, which he currently cannot trigger. Even though the battlefields are the same, it's still not Andrew's battlefield. David is unfortunately playing with those clear tokens that are difficult to see, so we'll have to try to track as we go. Alright, here comes the Jawa with the money. Alright, Andrew's going to use his reinforcement and go dig. He wants to get the Falcon on the table before he activates Biggs, of course, so then he can get the reroll. Okay, goes back to David. Yeah, taking the $3 seems pretty good. One more dollar. Pays 1 for a Stifle. Trying to keep the hit and runs and stuff offline. So Andrew will actually play the drop in to trigger the... It doesn't do him any good, so instead of pitching a reroll or whatever, he's just going to actually blow the Stifle away. That was a smart play. Okay, it's David's action. So he claims. So here comes Biggs, which will trigger the Falcon. Okay, Biggs does not roll great. It's a dollar and disrupt. Falcon comes in and rolls fine. So Andrew actually won't do the reroll. He's going to pitch to reroll. Disrupt, disrupt. And he's thinking about it, looking at his cards. That 2 disrupt actually looks pretty good on Vader's dollars there. Okay, so he's going to disrupt the $2, and then he's going to hit, put him into Vader. Takes his $2, and we'll go into the next round. Alright, so David does get first strike here. Probably power actions again, but maybe not. Alright, so Andrew has the Magic 3 online for hyperspace jump. But Vader's going to come in. Rolls melee. It's not enough to kill Biggs yet. Alright, there's a hit and run. Alright, Biggs comes in with a gun and a blank. Falcon will come in, gets a reroll, then will also trigger Han. Alright, there's a 4 indirect for 1. And then Han with a 2 gun and a discard. So I think Andrew just takes out the Jawa here. Shut off that reset plus the ambush action. And that's what he does. He takes off the Jawa. So So no more power action ambush. Okay, it goes back to David. Also, with that 4-for-1 showing, if Andrew had resolved that first, David could have put Andrew in a position where he would have had to waste damage on the table. So now all 4 of that can go into Vader. Okay, he does, so he hits Biggs. Biggs is now 1 away from dead. Andrew will pay 1 to hit for 4. Vader's now at 6. Now Andrew knows that, because he hasn't discarded it, Andrew knows that David has the card to resolve that if it rolls modified. So there's a blank on the mauls again on a pitch to reroll. He dropped Fear and Dead Men, which he won't need very shortly when Biggs dies. Does Andrew pitch to reroll, or does he try to get the Legacies card out of David's hand with that discard? He drops the Friends in Load. Oh, that was a good reroll for 4 damage. Puts Vader at 10. David's got a pitch to reroll here. All right, there's the price of failure. Doesn't do him any good anymore. Gets another blank. 4 more into Vader for 10. Now David has to decide whether to claim or to keep pitching. Putting Biggs down seems like a really good, but he's going to pay 2 for the Ancient. If Andrew gets that battlefield, he can gain and have ambush with Han. So, all right, there's a retreat, so 1 more action. David will just claim. Andrew's getting out before anything bad can happen. He wants Biggs for the next turn. It's an interesting choice, but rolling in Biggs with a reroll, getting everybody out seems not bad, especially if he can pull a hit and run. Right, so David will heal. Now, no one claimed the battlefield there, but David retains battlefield. See, David got 1 action on retreat, which he used to bury, put Vader at 8. So David still has control. He'll get to go first. $2, and then you can power action for a 3rd, but spend 1 right away for a Force Illusion. That'll certainly help. All right, Andrew brings out his guys. Do it in order. All right, Biggs gets a 2. Falcon comes in with a reroll. It's a blank for sure, a reroll. Right, there's money. And Han will come in with 2 blanks. It's not what Andrew was hoping for, of course, but didn't burn a hit and run or anything on it. Alright, so Vader comes in with a 4-for-1. So Andrew can actually disrupt here. A little cat and mouse game, but yep, so he'll disrupt. So now David will have to use $1. Nope, he pitches a reroll instead. Alright, so there's dead Biggs. Still can't pay for the 4-for-1, but he can put Biggs down with the 2. So Andrew will have to shoot here. Yep, puts Vader at 10. Does he pop? I think he probably takes it because there's bigger dice out there, but Han doesn't have any modified sides, so yep, so he's going to go back to 10. Take out Biggs. Andrew will pitch to reroll. He drops a field medic, interesting. But there's some guns. There's the 3 and a 2 on Han with $1. That's actually so there's a doubt. Nope, stays in play. Oh no, it does not. Sorry, doubt is not. I got to confuse the motive. Okay, so got lucky on that one, and then lost his other hit for 2 with Han, and then lost his other Force Illusion on the pop. Right, so David will take $2. I think Andrew, does he remove? He's looking through his deck for something. I think he's trying to count what he can maybe draw next turn and if it's worth taking the 4. Okay, so he negotiates. He'll take 1 for removing the Vader die from Retribution. Okay, and then there's a power action on Vader to roll back in with a 2 money. David is on his last card. Andrew probably claims here. Oh, Andrew passes. He's going to pay 1 to roll in the Maul Saber, also with money. Now Andrew will claim. David will, does he use his last card? He does. He had to use that. He had to use the Legacies card, which he can. Oh man, that's a lot. Okay, so Han's now at 7. All right, so we've got Han 4 away. We haven't seen a second chance yet. We haven't seen a jump yet. Andrew does control the battlefield, so he'll be able to power action. Yep, that's what he'll do. Gains $1. Now he has ambush. Okay, so he'll activate the Falcon first, which allows him to activate Han. There's no reroll this time, but there's the 5 damage needed. All right, there's a deflect. All right, 2 more. All right, here comes Vader. Does Andrew have a jump or a second chance? That's the question. Yep, Andrew jumps, ends the round, and he'll also switch battlefields. The reason he wants to do that is for drop-in. We've only seen 1 so far. That's what Andrew's going to be digging for, is to try to get the ambush on drop-in. Again, so Vader is at 12. He only needs 3 more. Yep, Andrew just dropped his hand. That's what he's digging for, is the drop-in. David is also dumping his hand. He's digging for a lot. Alright, so Andrew will power action, gain 1, and then activate the Falcon. So he did not get the drop in. Oof. So that's, I believe it's called Lack of Faith, but what it does is you spot a blue character that's 15 or more and you can remove all of the character's die. It's expensive, but... Alright, so Andrew's going to pitch the reroll here for sure. Drops hit and run, which he doesn't need anymore. So there's a 4 for 1. There's a motive. He'll call ranged. Got 2 shield. Andrew will pitch to reroll. He just needs to put the damage in here. Alright. Nothing you can do about it. Yep, that is it. So game goes to Andrew. Nice job, Andrew. We'll be back very shortly for the final from Gongaii Games. If you like what we're doing here at Dice Commando, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you back shortly. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.